Record. We are not in the warehouse, but somewhere else entirely. We are at Wifco Field talking about a whole new league of players. Very exciting, very dangerous. Let's talk Blitzball. Welcome to the Blitzball Boys, the podcast about Blitzballs and boys, but lately about Blitzball. I'm your co-host, Brendan Ruppel, along with my fellow host, Peter Del Rey.
Hey, Brendan. We're back with fuck. Shit.
He's
We're back with
the
Blitzball.
first thing you mentioned is a competitive ball.
Oh, I got caught up with Wifco Field.
That's so funny. Off to a
But
great
we're
start.
taking a step out of our comfort zone, and we are covering now the top Blitzball players in their pursuit of becoming the number one boy in all of Blitzball.
Wow.
The number one Blitzball boy, if you will.
And so whoever wins the tournament gets to take over this podcast and host it by themselves.
They get to take over the podcast. They get to fire me and Brendan.
Yep.
And then pretty much just like make our lives miserable.
Yeah.
In this tournament, we have 7 players all vying for that spot. Where you have the following.
Oh.
Lorenzo Liu, Sammy Reeser, Caden Sartain, Corey Sugg, Matt Foster, Joey DeMeo, and Adam Knudsen. Adam is currently ranked number 1 in all of Blitzball, and if you watch Como, you could see why. Additionally, the highest finisher between Sammy, Joey, and Corey gets to take on either Trent or Adam to try and become the number 1 player, because I believe Trent and Adam are going to play each other at some point. I don't know who Trent is fully. I'm still like trying to fully immerse myself in the Blitzball ranking worlds.
Yeah, we're new here.
But we're new here. But we want to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, it was starting with that. I think it's exciting to get into it. We are, if you know us, we're very familiar with the Jumbo Media side of things, and got introduced to Blitzball through that venue. We started this podcast talking about Blitzball Battle 3, where we were introduced to Sammy and Caden. Talked to them on the show. If you want to go back and listen to our interview with them, it's a really fun interview.
That's
They're
true.
2 awesome dudes. So we were approached by Aaron to come talk about you guys, and we are super excited to talk about all of you, and this level of talent is insane. So super excited to see what you guys got, and from what we've seen so far, it's kind of like nothing I've seen so far in the Blitzball world. Really, really cool.
Yep. And this is an interesting tournament. Agree.
It's really fun.
Fully agree.
It's
Sorry.
fun to see this tournament, and like the way it's put on is just one. Wifco Field's a really cool field. I just want to put that out there. I wish there's something like this. Very small. I don't like the size of it, that's for sure, but the look of it is awesome.
It is.
If I had this near me, I would be playing with my buddy Chris. Not your buddy, he's my friend, not yours. I would be playing with him all the time there. It would be sick. It's just funny that this just looks like it took place in one day, which nothing wrong with not saying anything about that, but just funny that you see throughout the day like more kids coming to the park behind everybody.
Right.
You kind of see like the timeline of events progress throughout each episode. It's very funny.
It's very funny, very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's nighttime.
It's 5 p.m.
With that, I'm going to go through the rules of the tournament.
Please.
This is another one-inning league similar to the John Boy setup, where, each player kind of feels kind of silly just saying it, but each player gets 1 half inning to do their damage, 5-run limit. Unlike John Boy, it is 6 balls for a walk instead of 5. 3 strikes is a strikeout. You get hit by a pitch twice, and it's a walk. There is an 80-mile-per-hour speed limit. Typically, we've seen if you throw one over 80, no matter what, it could be 81, it could be 90, you get a warning. Next time you go over 80, automatic ball.
Right, so you can touch 80, and that's an okay pitch.
You can touch
soon as you
80,
go
80
over.
is an okay pitch. As soon as you go over, not okay anymore. Ghost runners are utilized. They will not be running around the bases. So if you watch Como Blitzball and they run and field it like that, that's not going to happen here.
This is how I think a lot of people will play, like in their backyard. It's like,
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
1v1. That's how you have to do it.
Right. Hits are determined where the ball lands. An out is fielded cleanly before the fence. A single is the ball hits the fence on a roll, which goes back to us talking about how small the field is. A double hits the fence on the fly. Home run, obviously, over the fence.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
So
normal
doubles,
baseball
very
rules.
rare. I don't think we saw a double in this tournament so far.
We saw one that looked like it could have been, but
a couple that were wall scraping home runs that could have been doubles.
Well, no, there were ones that like ended up being singles just because it died just before the wall.
Or we didn't get an angle of it. I guess I didn't capture it, but Sammy's home run apparently went over the fence, like the one that got him into overtime or the sudden death. It looked like it was going to be a single, and I guess it was one
a
of those
single would have
blitzball
gotten
hits
him
that
into
just
sudden death.
Kept floating and floating and floating. That would have been cool. But yeah,
A single would have gotten him into sudden death.
Seems like a rare thing to get a double on this field.
Yeah. And then another big thing that we need to talk about right now. This tournament has been going on for quite some time. About 3 weeks, I think. We are going to catch up in this episode on the first 7 games of the tournament, try and bring you up to speed, try and introduce you to the guys a little bit so you kind of understand what's going on.
And introduce us. If you've been watching this, introduce us to you so you know what we're about to do and what we are about and how stupid and silly we are.
Right. Exactly. And then additionally, after this episode, we're going to try and do 1 episode a week covering the 2 games that are premiered each week. And then we're going to go on and we're going to keep doing other things from the official Blitzball channel.
Yeah.
The Blitzball World Series we want to cover, and they have some other stuff that we want to start covering as well.
This is essentially like our housekeeping episode.
Housekeeping. Introduce you to the tournament, tell you what's been going on, get you up to speed, get us up to speed. Mm-hmm. We're already up to speed. Never not been. Never not been.
I am a little slow.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Pick up the pace.
Okay.
So we're going to go into the first game of the tournament. Lorenzo Liu, the 7 seed, versus friend of the pod, Sammy Reeser, the 2 seed. I think going into this, before watching, I really only knew Sammy, obviously because we do the John Boy stuff, and because we've spoken to him. Mm-hmm. And I watched some Como a little bit, so I'm kind of used to who Sammy is. Yeah. Power hitter. A little bit wild at times on the mound, especially in this tournament. We'll see.
I think it's hard not to be at the speed that they're throwing, which hence like the 6 balls. But they all still do a really good job at coming around the plate a lot. I know that they edit out a lot of the balls and the boring at bats, but still, the fact that they're able to throw the pitches that they do and hit the strike zone, it is nuts. But yeah, Sammy, super cool guy. Don't know Lorenzo. Sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's okay.
He's all right. One thing I noticed, I think a lot of things I'm bringing to the table today are just stray observations, sort of about Blitzball, but not really. All these men are ripped and so strong. Their legs are torn apart. Like no wonder they throw so hard because they have just brick houses of bottom halves, like just nuts. Really, really in shape men.
Yeah, it looks like
some guys are like throwing 86 by accident in this tournament. It's crazy.
It looks like what he belongs to, Lorenzo, is called Morada, Morada.
Okay. Gotcha.
Him and Corey Sugg both belong to this league, I guess is what you should call it.
Sure.
But Morada. So you want to just get into game 1?
Yeah, but we don't know how exactly we got this crop of dudes here competing. Is it just like whoever could come?
I guess it was whoever could come because what you got per the Blitzball website, you have Adam Knudson's in it, ranked number 1. Sammy Reeser's in it, ranked number 2. Corey Sugg's in it, ranked number 5. Joey DeMeo, 6. Matt Foster 9, Caden Sartain 13, Lorenzo 20.
I
Is that
really do.
seven? One,
I love the rankings. I think it's so cool that they have
4,
this.
5, 6, 7. Yeah. So those are the top. Those are the 7 guys who are in it. So you have 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 13, 20. I don't know. Number 4, Jack Doyle.
Hey, either
Um,
way, all these guys are top 20 players.
all these guys are top 20 players. So like we said, Sammy, Corey, Joey, whoever finishes highest amongst them is going to get a shot at, I guess, the winner of Adam versus Trent Severino, number 3 in the rankings. But yeah, in this one, Sammy Reeser, big implications for him coming up against number 7. You don't want to lose in the first round, right, Brendy?
No. Losers brackets.
No.
No. Big no go.
Big no go. Big no go.
Big no go.
Lorenzo. Sorry, Sammy starts off the way that everybody wants to and plunks Lorenzo.
Great start.
Then he slips off the mound.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking to yourself, okay, Sammy, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You're better than this. We know you're better than this.
I mean,
and then he strikes him out.
tough too. I'm looking at where they're playing too, and having like that turf field with no mound or anything like that. It's got to be a little bit
Looked
slidey.
wet.
Yeah, looked wet. Tough. So
He struck him out.
Yeah.
He figured it out. He struck him out. But then he walked the next at bat, and then Lorenzo makes him pay, crushes a 2-run home run.
Yeah, middle curveball, right in there.
He
That's a
opened
pitch
it
that
up.
Should be hit like that.
Right. He opened it up with a foul ball home run, and you're like, oh, man, he ate that pitch up. He really should have done better, and then he did it again on the next one.
Yeah.
And then Sammy's a little rattled, walk, single. Then he gets a big strikeout, and you're like, oh, nice. We've talked about this before. If you listen to the Blitzball boys about Blitzball Battle 3 or any of the John Boy Blitzball stuff, a 2-run lead seems doable. It's once you go past 2 runs that you start to say, okay, this is a little harder.
Right.
So this is good
Especially
for Sammy.
after watching this chunk of games, I feel like anyone with a bat in their hands can put up a 5 spot. Like it just feels like everybody is hitting.
Yeah.
And again, like going back to the size of the field, home runs are easier to come by here than maybe some other places. They're gonna play in the future, but it seems like everybody's just cranking. A lot of them are hit really hard and really far too. So I gotta give most of them credit.
Well, not only that, but also blitzballs are hard enough to catch when they're hit easy.
Right. Yeah. Either way. But it seems like all those guys can hit really, really well. So there's no problem with catching up. But it seems like no one was really afraid of going down like 3-0 or anything like that.
Right. And that's a big difference that you'll see between these two. Lorenzo hits a pop-up straight up in the air. Sammy runs in and just overruns it because you know how blitzballs are in the air. They kind of, no matter what, even if it's spinning, they kind of knuckle on their way down.
Yeah. It's like when you
he
throw
overruns
a
it
straight up in the air and trying to read that thing going down.
He overruns it and ends up landing in fair territory, not foul. So the bases are loaded, and Sammy walks in a run before getting the final out, going into the bottom of the first, his half inning, down 3-0. And, we know, again, I hate to keep saying the same thing over and over again. We know Sammy from Blitzball Battle, and he was a machine in Blitzball Battle. It felt like they maxed out every game.
Yeah.
Every half inning they maxed out besides their first game of that tournament. So I kind of was like, okay, Sammy's got this. He's going to move on. 3 wasn't enough to keep him. Spoiler alert. 3 was enough to keep him.
Yeah. He still hits a home run himself, but can't get past that. He gets a 2-run shot, and that's all he gets.
2-run shot. Lorenzo was pitching like a maniac. He was painting the corners. He struck out Sammy twice, I think, right? Yeah. One to end it. He struck him out.
That's the funny thing about this format is that everybody looks so nasty on the mound, even if they lose. I don't know if it's the edit that makes them look really good on the mound, or if it's just the fact that everyone has nasty stuff, and sometimes they'll just accidentally hang a breaking ball, and then it'll get in this league. If you hang anything, it's going to get rocked.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Sometimes maybe it's the edit, but still.
I mean, with the exception of one player, I guess 2 players, everybody has over a 500 batting average.
Which makes no sense because they're throwing 80-mile-per-hour sliders at each other.
I know.
Screwballs
It's
and
crazy.
like risers. Like, how are you guys hitting these pitches this easily?
It's absolutely insane.
taking
It makes
daddy
no
hacks.
sense. Big time daddy
Big time
hacks.
daddy hacks.
They want home runs with every pitch. I mean, look how small the field is.
Yeah. There was a swing that Caden took that looked like every single one of his swings. He's like, I'm getting too big with that one. Like, you're all swinging enormous.
You're all swinging huge, guys.
And it's working.
What do you mean? It's working. It is working. But that is the end of the first game.
Yeah.
Lorenzo moves on. Sammy moves to the loser's bracket. Not out. Double elimination tournament, Brendan. You were scared.
I was terrified.
Brendan was scared. Brendan
It's
loves
October.
Sammy.
I've been
It's
scared
October.
all
It's
along.
spooky. Over the Garden Wall. Go watch it. Listen to Brendan's podcast.
Oh, that's true. Over the Garden Pod, it's called.
Over the Garden Pod.
You haven't seen
Gets
that
a bump
show? It's
every
really good.
October.
Yeah, every
Go
October.
watch it.
10 episodes.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Like I said, usually we go a little more in depth into these, but we're covering 7 games right now. We just want to catch you up on the tournament, let you know who's doing good. Lorenzo, one of the ones doing good. Sammy,
I think that's
Not
a
so
good way.
much.
We should go through this and let you know, is this person doing good or not doing good? I think that's the main takeaway you should have from this.
that's the main takeaway.
Yeah.
You should know who they are, if they're cute,
Yeah.
and if they're
Okay,
good.
well, so we have 2 segments. Cute, not
2
cute.
segments.
Good, not good.
Cute, not cute. Good, not good. Lorenzo, good. Sammy,
Not good.
not good.
Okay, doing good or doing not good, because we don't say they're not good, because they're all good.
Oh, yeah. Doing good. Lorenzo
And
doing
they're
good.
all
Sammy,
cute.
not doing good.
But sometimes they might not look cute that day. So it's not
Right.
looking cute, looking cute, doing good, not doing good. You follow?
I follow. I did the doing good, not doing good. So you have to do the cute, not cute.
Okay, that's fair. Since we're friendly with Sammy, I'll say looking cute.
Oh,
And he was one of the men I saw that had the crazy Nikki Cass type thighs. So looking cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lenzo. It's got to be not looking.
Sorry,
cute right now.
Lenzo.
You can't both be looking cute.
You can.
No,
You're just being me. You're being rude.
I will never pick 2 looking cutes in the same game.
Yes, you will. Next game. Caden versus Corey. Caden the 6 seed. Corey the 3 seed. And we're looking here. If Caden gets a win here, we're looking at a tournament of upsets potentially.
Yeah, it's
Because
crazy how low he is in the. I know 12s or whatever, 13's not low.
Yeah.
But compared to these guys, like he's the second lowest out of this crop, and all they talk about while he's up here is like, oh, Caden's the best hitter in Blitzball. Like, oh, is he that bad at pitching that
Caden
he's that
is-
far down?
well, you start to see this, right?
Yeah,
and
it's cool
I'm
to
going to
see.
go get ahead of myself a little bit because we've
Right.
seen Caden play in a couple games now. Caden truly is probably the best at battling off foul balls out of everybody in this
And
tournament.
eventually getting a good pitch to hit.
Exactly.
important.
He works himself into walks and he works himself into getting good hits just because he could stay up there and get the pitcher's arm tired. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
But Caden starts batting here. First at bat, Brendan, what happens?
He swings at the ball and cranks a home run.
Big home run. Big home run, big bat flip. We love a bat flip. We love Caden Sartain. Very, very nice guy. Again, go listen to the episode with him and Sammy. Caden is an absolute sweetheart. We love him. We love that.
It's
kid.
cool to see too because
We love Sammy too.
when we watched him, we're going to talk about Blitzball Battle 3 a little bit just because this is where we know Caden and Sammy from. But Caden was known for being like a single sitter in that tournament. So I know the warehouse is different and there's a lot of places to rattle and maybe like some balls that would be a home run might be like a double in the warehouse. But like to see that Caden's just like an absolute lefty power swinger
Right.
and does it successfully at a high rate, it's cool to know more about these guys that we have only gotten a little bit of.
Right. And I mean, without going through every at bat, Caden is the first person in this tournament, granted game 2, but still, Caden is the first person in this tournament that we've seen maximize the at-bats. With this run limit in place, you can only get 10 at-bats total.
Interesting.
Caden got that 10th at-bat, and he hit the limit. He got the 5, because it was like, it was going to be the final at-bat for Caden. 2 outs, bases loaded. He had 4 runs. You know, Caden had 2 home runs leading up to this. And he hits a single for his 3rd single of the game. He had 3 walks earlier.
So he's seeing the ball. He's letting it go by. He's not swinging at bad pitches. He's hitting the ball when it's in the strike zone.
Not swinging at bad pitches yet. We do see him swing at some pretty bad ones in a later game, but not in this one. So then Caden comes up against Corey. Remember, Corey, Sammy, Joey.
Quickly say before we move on too much, Corey let up 5 runs, sure. But one of his curveballs was the most disgusting pitch I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen anything like that. Holy shit.
So I wanted to talk about this. Thank you for bringing this up because I forgot. Corey's pitching was insane. I was looking at this and I was like, I don't know. Runs
because it was dirty.
Well, not only that, I was like, I don't know how Caden's hitting. And then he gets up to bat, and Chandler, who's doing the commentary, says, well, Corey's up now, and he's definitely more well-known for his bat than his pitching. And I said, what?
Are you sure?
That was amazing before.
Yeah. These are also very fun tidbits to get from Chandler back there. Like, it helps. It feels like he's talking to us. Like, oh, thanks. Yeah. We need to know these things, so that helps us a lot.
And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, because again, plugging it again, episode with Sammy and Caden. Sammy full on told us, like, within Como Blitzball, Caden is like not known as like a very good pitcher because he doesn't have any breaking balls.
He's maybe even been more rude about it. It's like known as like if he tries to throw a curveball, it gets rocked. Like no, he can't throw a curveball for a strike. It's only a home run ball.
Exactly. And then Caden comes in, and guess who learned how to throw a curveball? Caden Sartain did. But Caden works he works Corey into the same situation that he did. 10th and final at bat. At this point, Corey has 4 singles, 2 home runs, a walk, and 4 RBI. And Caden gets him up there and fucking strikes him out.
Yeah.
Upset. Huge upset. And now it's turning into the tournament of upsets.
It's
because you have the 6th seed and the 7th seed.
Caden to hit really well. And even if he puts up a 5 spot, you expect Caden to let up another 5, and then who knows what happens in sudden death. But the fact that he knows when he's up there, like, I just need to, for the love of God, just get 3 outs.
Just get 3 outs, guys. But yeah, Caden gets the upset, tournament of upsets. Caden looking cute. Corey looking cute.
Oh. So you gave me... Well, you're lucky I didn't give out those awards. You're lucky. So Caden doing good, and Corey not doing so good.
Corey not doing so good. Next game, 5 seed Matt Foster versus 4 seed Joey... What is it, DeMayo? DeMayo. Fuck yeah, I'm so good.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a pro. Shortest game. Total at-bats in the whole game, 10. Matt had 4. One hit.
Which, yeah,
one
if
hit,
he had 4 at-bats,
3 strikeouts.
2, must not have hit.
Yeah. 4 at-bats. 1 RBI. He had a home run. 1 home run. 3 strikeouts. Not good. Joey DeMayo comes up, and we see our first non-upset of this tournament, where Joey has 2 home runs, a single, 2 walks, and put up a 5.
Yeah.
Didn't need to. All he needed was 2. and he put up 5.
He put up the 1. Like, okay, now it's tied. Let me get how can I get as many runs as possible? I have to load the bases in order to do that. So let me do that slowly, and then I'll hit my grand slam. I'm not going to hit 2 home runs in a row. That would be silly and waste people's time.
That would be silly. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as he gets out of the top half of the first with 1 run, like, okay, well, he's going to win this. Let's just see how.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, they don't show every pitch in this, but he was working efficiently.
Yeah.
He was working very efficiently. And he ends up winning the game pretty, like, convincingly. I think you can't really do it. The only way you could win a game more convincingly is if you didn't allow that fluke home run.
Yeah.
Or what felt like a fluke home run.
Now, do you think that they don't put up the counts? Because I understand that they want to cut through stuff. So if they cut through stuff and still left the count up there, would that be confusing to see, like, a 1-0 count go to 4-2 out of nowhere? You know,
I don't know, but I have, like, a real issue with it. And, like, Chandler, if you're listening to this, reach out to me on Twitter because I'd love to talk to you about this because it is very confusing. I get not showing the count, but if you're not going to show the count, please don't say the count when you're doing the commentary because I get very confused when it's like, oh, the at bat just starts and you're like 2-1 pitch, because that just makes me feel like I've missed out on a lot. And this could just be a me thing.
I know. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a habit we have to break because we're so used to seeing every single pitch. But I was like, oh, you know what? I might not mind it once I get into it. And after 7 games, I still kind of wish the count was there.
I kind of wish the count was there. I really wish the count was there because it helps me understand the gravity of the situation.
Yeah,
like there was a couple times where, say, it's a full count, and that's 7 pitches have been thrown.
Then it makes a walk look
and then it's
much
like
more
we only saw 2. Yeah, we only saw 2 of the pitches. And then all of a sudden you see like Sammy throws a ball or Sammy throws his second one over 80. And it's like, and that's a walk. And it's like, we only saw 2 pitches here.
Yeah.
So if we get, at the very least, get the count in the video, just so we understand like kind of what's going on.
Right.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, even if you still cut a chunk of balls out, we still see what the count is during that pitch. I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wonder if other people are interested in that too.
Maybe it's just me. Who knows?
I mean, 2 for 2 in this podcast. So
2 for 2. Joey had a good game. Nope, sorry. Yeah, Joey had a good game. Matt, I'm going to say it, had a bad game.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's
Joey
that's
doing
fair.
good. Matt did not do good.
Not do good.
Did not do good.
Well, at least this to me, this part. I think Joey gets the good game and the cute.
That's how it's been every game so far. Why are you acting as though this has not been the norm?
trying to play it up. It's very exciting. But Matt, I guess he gets the real shit end of the stick. Not cute, not good. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, sorry, bud. Do better next year.
Joey's got like a very much like a Superman type shoulders, where it looks like he's wearing a Halloween costume under his shirt.
Joey looks like if Chris was a brunette.
No one listening knows what that means, but just take our word for it.
Yep.
He looks like Chris.
Brendan knows what that means.
I agree.
Our friend Chris is a hot boy.
Yeah.
Very hot boy.
Yeah. Ripped to shreds.
Love.
Wow. You got a little flustered.
Oh, I got the chills.
They're multiplying.
I got chills. They're multiplying.
Yeah, just so you all know, that sometimes this becomes a musical podcast.
And I'm losing control. Go ahead, Brendan,
I can't, because if I do, then my wife now will bust through the door and start singing with us. It'll take forever.
At least do the electrifying part.
How's it go? Just like he's say it. He's like, it's electrifying. Oh.
You better shape up. Okay, we're gonna go game 4.
You know, I knew we would be
fresh off
singing
the
songs
win.
from Greece in this episode. I just had a feeling.
Oh my goodness! Once I saw the time, I knew this was going off the rails quick. Once I saw how much we had to do and the time,
Okay, Joey versus
game 4.
Adam.
Joey, fresh off a win, going up against Adam, the number 1 seed. Joey, to refresh you, number 4 seed.
Oh.
And this is big because obviously, if Joey finishes ahead of Corey and Sammy, he could potentially be going up against Adam for this number 1 spot. And Joey could win this number 1 spot. You know?
Yeah, and if you get to play against him now, you get to look at him. If you put the beat down on him, you feel confident going into that that matchup in the future.
Yeah, that matchup in the future.
Sorry, I swallowed all my cigarettes today.
So Joey gets the first at bat, and man, Adam didn't want this. Hit him twice for the first hit by pitch base runner of the tournament. Which is not great. I don't know about you. I genuinely believed we were going to get 0 of these. And like you'll see as this goes on, this one kind of opens the floodgates, and I'm pretty sure every game after this one, there's a hit by pitch.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
And I can only imagine how much that hurts because I think when me and Chris play, the former aforementioned hot guy, when we play with each other, we're probably throwing tops mid-70s. Chris especially mid-70s. Like he's the higher end of things. I don't think he touches 80, and it hurts really bad. Even when we throw it off speed, kind of hurts sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get hit with one going 50, it kind of stings a little.
Yeah,
the thing just hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets hit by pitch. There's a runner on first. Then he walks, runner on first and second. Uh-oh, what happened here? Home run, Joey DeMayo.
Joey DeMayo, he loves hitting Oppo Taka. So this guy like strictly hits opposite field dongs.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Everybody else is like just ripping pull side home runs, and I love seeing some Oppo Takas.
He's crushing them. He is crushing them too. So you're thinking, ooh, is Joey going to put up the max without getting an out? No, because Adam Knudsen is the #1 rated blitzball player. To my understanding, from what I've like seen in videos, he's the #1 rated blitzball player because of his pitching.
Yeah, once he settles in and like he's got some nasty Andy Pettitte shit going on, some absurd sliders. So the lefties are. We've seen like to reference again, John Boy and Blitzball battle. The one lefty we get to see a lot of times is Dan Canobio, and whenever he throws his arm side run fastball, it's just a different look. And to have the arm side run and then the nasty Andy Pettitte slider come in on you is such a crazy lefty combo that's just almost unfair.
Yeah. And he gets a beautiful strikeout doing that. Joey's then fighting big time, getting foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Stays alive long enough to work a walk. Then he gets a single. Then Adam gets another huge strikeout. And you start to think like, okay, runner on first and second. Joey can put a couple more on to try and put a little bit of added pressure on Adam. Huh?
Did you call him a moron?
I called him, I called him a moron.
Wow.
Sorry, bud. I calls it like I sees it.
Hey, this is what it is.
To put some more on, Brendan. Pile some more on.
Okay.
Ugh, disgusting.
Sure.
Because you're going up against the #1 rated blitzball player. You're like, this guy's got to be able to score runs, right?
Right.
But nope, Adam fucking freezes him with a beautiful splitter to send it to the bottom.
I love that splitter.
And then, splits. He just rips that ball in half and chucks it.
Trying to hit 2 balls.
That's 2 strikes. If it hits the zone, that's 2 strikes.
It's like in Fairly Odd Parents when it skins Chester's braces and it separates the ball into 27 different pieces and then they catch it in 27 outs.
Oh, no.
Classic.
But then, Adam comes up and I don't know, were you thinking like 3 runs is totally doable for Adam? He's number one. I may not be familiar with him, but he's number one for a reason, right?
He's the best on both sides of the ball. Again, it's also 1 inning. So anything can happen in 1 inning. But you still think like, well, if he's number one, he's gonna just come out here and just like, well, I had a bad outing on the mound. Let me now turn it around. Just sometimes you have a tough inning overall.
Yeah.
That's okay. Honestly, whenever I play too, my first inning is horrible. Like Chris beats me every first inning every time we ever play. And then don't let me warm up. Don't let me warm up. It's tough. It's tough on Chris. He'll attest to it. The arm warms up. I start to see the ball better. I stop swinging so hard. There's a lot of adjustments that can be made after you play a little bit.
Yeah, that's very true. I would say the same. Definitely for pitching. For hitting, I stink. um, but if you hang one, I'll get a single.
If you hang one,
Um,
I'll swing through it.
if you hang one, I'll get a foul ball. So Joey takes the mound. He's got a lot of work to do. Right, doesn't start off great with he walks Adam, but then he strikes Adam out, and then he starts to feel it. Just kidding. He walks him again. Doesn't really look great, but Adam can't make solid contact for some reason. He's just not seeing the ball well. He's not getting the barrel on it. And then it keeps going. Gets another strikeout. Hits a single, and you think he's heating up. Just kidding. Joey strikes him out. Takes down the champ. Big upset. Yeah. Big upset. And it wasn't a fluke either. Joey was really
solid. Yeah.
Really solid. He was really feeling it. What he does is what he has been doing in this tournament has been nothing short of amazing. Mm-hmm. He has been incredible to watch in this whole thing. Yeah. And I feel it almost feels as though this result is not an upset.
Yeah,
because he got a fucking
shutout. Close in the rankings too. I mean, he's coming for the crown.
6. He's 6.
He's trying to get into that top 5 at least.
He's like, well, he could be going up against the number 1. He could be the number 1.
Yeah.
So it's the first shutout of the tournament against the number 1 player.
Yeah, it's gonna make you feel pretty good. I think that this springboards you into those semifinals, feeling like you can take down anybody.
Yeah.
He looks great. I also want to quickly point out the fielding in this tournament is awesome. Everybody, so agile. Yeah, so everyone's so agile.
That's better.
Is there like a
agilely?
Is there an adverb? Yeah, agilely. There we go.
Is that right?
Agilely.
Adverb for agile.
Either way, but they all bounce off the mound like crazy. Like as soon as it sounds like a stupid word still, but as soon as the ball is hit on the ground, they spring off the mounds like little bunnies, and usually almost get to it. If they don't get to it, they almost get to it. Like the balls that just barely hit the wall, they pull like a Drew Davis and will like run at it and try and catch up to it and throw their body at it. And even the easy plays, the pop-ups and the ground balls that do come to them, they don't miss. And we know that's not cut out because if they did drop those, that would be kept in probably because those are kind of exciting moments when people make errors. So great hands on all these guys to catch pop-ups and ground balls alike.
Yeah.
And it's like awesome. Another thought quickly is the attitude. The attitude. They're all having so much fun. Like it seems like kind of I would be like competing my ass off, and I'm sure they are too. But they're still like kind of joking with each other and having fun and being silly while like playing really hard at the same time. It's very fun to watch them just all be like a group of friends hanging out.
Right. I mean, weird game to say it right there because I would say they even said it in the game that Joey is usually a lot more jokey, and in that one he wasn't
because he had to like kind of buckle down a little bit and like
that's what they were saying on commentary at least.
Also, I mean, I can't even imagine how much more jokey he was because I was still like, this guy's like pretty jovial.
Yeah. Do you want to keep this joke going with the good and cute?
Oh yeah.
Or let's end it. No, let's end it.
I guess if you have to ask about it, and I forgot about it.
It's I like did it and I was like, this is a stupid fucking. I don't want to do this anymore.
I like the while
that's what we're doing. They were good at first, and then it just became. I'm over it.
Well, reply in the comments if you want it back. Let us know.
If you want it back, you know what? Write it, mail it to us.
Yeah, and you can do it with us too. Let us know who's doing good.
You can do it with us.
And let us know
who's doing
cute or not
who's
cute.
doing cute. What? Lorenzo versus Caden, game 5.
Wow.
The battle of the underdogs. The two upsetters coming up against each other.
Now this is this a semifinal matchup?
No.
Because Caden, he won
quarterfinal.
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 He won
This
one,
is
so
quarterfinal.
This is to get to semis.
This game, despite what some of the videos may say, I think was my favorite game of the tournament so far.
You disagree with some episode descriptions.
I would disagree with some episode titles, Brendan.
Oh, even more important.
Caden didn't have it. Caden did not have it.
Yeah,
He
on the
let
mount.
Lorenzo put the maximum up. 2 home runs,
quickly,
2
too,
singles.
It looked like he was not going to get anything past Lorenzo.
Yeah.
There's even a point on the mound where he's like, well, we hit my fastball really hard the past 2 times I threw it. Let's throw it again, see what happens. And then
that was weird.
It.
That was so weird. So he walks Lorenzo by getting the hit by pitch like we talked about before. Here's another one. Hits Lorenzo twice. Lorenzo's on. Then he hits a single. Literally, so if you don't listen to our Blitzball Battle stuff or our John Boy Media stuff, I take notes on everything. And my notes are very much stream of consciousness. Literally, third at bat. As I was typing, Caden doesn't quite have it today. Literally halfway through the sentence, Lorenzo rips a 3-run home run. And then Caden gets a strikeout, which is good. And I'm like, oh, Caden's starting to do well. Halfway through typing that, Lorenzo hits a single. Pop up, Caden catches it. And then, as Brendan mentioned, Caden says on the mound, he's really been crushing my fastball, but I'm going to throw it again. Throws it again. Home run.
Yeah, my only thought process for that would be like, anytime you talk to a pitcher or a pitching coach, they always say that you need to have your fastball in order for the other pitches to work well. So maybe he was worried if he kept throwing his off-speed stuff that they would catch up to that too. Like, let me hopefully establish a fastball.
Right.
It didn't work.
But don't give him something to hit.
Yeah.
But whatever. Put up the maximum. Lorenzo's been absolutely phenomenal this tournament so far. Caden then comes up, and it's like, it's okay. We've heard about this, right, Brendan? We've been talking about it. Yeah. Caden's great at the plate.
Yeah.
He's great at the plate.
He has a couple home runs.
He gets a walk. Then he hits a home run. Oh, it's 5-2. Next at bat. Oh, he hits a home run. It's 5-3.
Yeah. What he should have done,
like
his problem was? He should have saved the home run for when more people are on base. That was what he did.
DeMayo.
Yeah.
Joey DeMayo.
Yeah. Take that. Yeah. Exactly.
See? Take notes, Caden.
Mm-hmm.
You're in college, I think. Take some notes. Extracurriculars.
I bet these kids these days take notes on their computer. They don't even use pen and paper. Isn't this crazy?
They don't even know.
They
probably use their fingers on the iPads. They probably use their fingers when they touch their iPads, Brendan.
They probably do.
That's probably what they're doing.
Like when an old man will turn the page and lick his finger and hit the page. I bet they do that with their iPads.
Then, as we talked about before, Caden's fouling off pitch after pitch, staying alive, works a walk. Amazing. So Caden's 5th at bat with a runner on first. There's still no outs. One swing can tie this, right? Caden's battling the shit out of this, fouling it off like crazy. Strikes out. Lorenzo's back in it.
And I think there's more pressure too when someone has already put up a 5 spot on you. Sure, maybe Caden is supposed to be the best hitter in this league, but tough to make up the difference when there's no room for error here.
There's none at all. And then you have Lorenzo starting to feel it, and his pitches are really working for him. He's having these breaking balls that look like they're going to hit the zone, but they're coming nowhere near. Caden's not going to hit these, right? But he keeps swinging at them. And this is what we talked about before, where Caden kind of was just swinging at junk and gets another strikeout. Lorenzo is 1 out away from the semifinals, right? Oh, but Caden, this is what I was talking about. Caden hits a single. It's one of those ones where it was a line drive that just died before the wall. So not a double.
Yeah.
And then Lorenzo gets Caden swinging on a pitch that was nowhere close. Strikeout. Lorenzo's going to the semifinal as the lowest ranked seed in the tournament. Wow. Did you hear that? That was crazy. There's a goat in here. I think.
Weird. Cat turned into a goat.
Lorenzo
Looks really great. Just really good on both sides of the ball, and that's what if you're gonna play a 1v1 tournament, you have to be good on both sides of the ball. That's how it goes. You can't have someone pitch for you. It's got to be you.
Nope.
Can't have someone hit for you.
Yep.
It's got to be you. Got to hit those home runs. People on base. You got to let people walk you. Hit the home runs after that, and then win the game.
Got to win. The only way to win, Brendan. This is what my father always told me.
Okay, yes.
If you want to win, you got to win.
Yeah.
The only way to win is to win.
And you got to put runs on the board and prevent them from being put on the other side of the board.
Put runs on the board and try to make the other person not score any of the runs.
Right.
Those are your keys to victory.
Sometimes when you lose, you forgot that.
When you lose, what? Oh, I can't believe I forgot. I was supposed to win.
Right. And then once you remember, you usually win the next game.
You usually win when you remember it, but if you don't remember, then you lose.
Right.
Game 6. Matt versus Corey, elimination game. First elimination game of the tournament for us to see.
Wow.
First round losers. Matt really was, he has to pick it up. He did not have a good showing in the first one. He got 1 home run and 3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
No walks or anything. And it's Matt, his at-bat starts it, and he gets a walk. And that's not good for Corey, number 5 ranked overall. Mm-hmm. Is he really going to go out in the tournament the first person eliminated?
He better not.
No. He strikes out Matt on the next pitch, then strikes him out again. And then he hits Matt twice, get him on base. But, guess what? Matt then hits a weak ground ball to him that he picks up, cuts him out. 0 for 3.
Yeah,
Matt goes 0 for 3.
This is the first frame we've seen scoreless. The first opening frame.
We've seen first opening frame because we saw Adam scoreless. Yeah. Then Corey comes up, and he's the 5th ranked guy. You got to hope. Matt's got to hope. He's really not been doing well on the pitching side or the hitting side in this tournament.
It would have been fun to see double shutout in the first inning to go straight to.
It would have.
Yeah.
But that's not what we saw. Because you get a walk, a single, and then a big home run.
I love that if you're gonna it was so easy for him to walk this game off because all he had to do was just get a run in whatever fashion. But of course, he saves the walk-off hit for the home run. That's what this whole league is just so good at just hitting home runs, and they love doing it.
They're content creators.
They really are. It's masterfully done.
They're doing all this for content. But yeah, Matt gets to be the first person eliminated without recording a single out in this game. It was not good.
Tough luck for my guy, Matt.
Tough luck for Matt, who is, genuinely a good player from what I understand.
Not from what we saw, but from what we understand.
Not from what we saw, but from what we understand.
Yeah.
And then into the final game for us to catch you up before we get into regular coverage later on in the week. Sammy versus Caden.
Wow.
Teammate versus teammate from Blitzball Battle 3.
I know,
a full circle for us.
I know these guys.
I know these guys. I've talked to them.
They're my best friends.
Oh, they're my best friends. I've met them in person before because they're my best friends.
They don't know I was there, but they're my best friends.
They don't know I was there, but I was there. They're my best friends.
So did you have a pick going to, because these are 2 players that we actually have seen play a bunch. Did you have a pick going into this one?
I thought Sammy was going to do it.
Yeah.
I thought Sammy was going to do it.
The alpha of the 2 of them.
Right. But Caden, because the big question mark was, is Caden's pitching going to still be there for him?
Right. Because
we know that Sammy has
so well.
Right. We know that Sammy has it. We know that Caden's been working on it.
Yep.
And Caden shocked me from his first, his half inning because he hit the maximum.
Yeah.
He got it. 1 home run, 4 singles. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 home run, 1 single, 4 walks.
Yeah. And Chandler, too, was like, I can see this game going maximum both times and then sudden death.
Yeah.
And I think at the very least, he's like, well, Caden's definitely going to hit the maximum here. Exactly what happened.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. And then Sammy comes up, and Sammy hits the maximum. Sammy gets 4 singles, 3 walks, 1 home run. And you go, oh, first time we're seeing a swing off. Swing off's been talked about so much in every tournament that we watch, whether it be Blitzball Battle, whether it be Blitzball Blitz,
Yeah.
which we saw a couple
swing off.
times. And then now in this, and this is the first swing off that we're seeing. And the way swing off work in this league, you get the other person pitches to you. Your hit, however many bases you get, essentially is your run total.
Mm-hmm.
And Caden
is it in a
starts
fashion of
off
like
the
is it a
swing
regular
off.
at bat though? Is it 6 balls and 3 strikes still,
I
or is it
believe-
just? 'cause
They
I know-
didn't really fully explain it,
Okay.
but I believe that's
Just
what
a
the
regular
case is.
at-bat
I don't know if they
What can
yeah.
you do in one at bat? One normal at bat.
what
It's what you can do in one normal at bat.
right. And Caden does it the best way he can, crushes a home run. Absolutely
Yeah.
crushes a home run. This ball went to Jupiter.
Yeah. He gets the maximum
Um,
amount of total bases.
Maximum. That's a 4. And you put a lot of pressure on Sammy here because Sammy
You have
can't
to
even
hit a home
win
run.
here. Sammy can only tie,
Right.
send it to another round. And Sammy's waiting for home run pitches, which allows Caden to kind of paint the corners and get 2 strikes because he won't swing at them.
Yeah. Knowing that you have this lead of 4 total bases, you can just throw your nastiest stuff and try and
Nasty.
avoid middle.
Right. And then, worst case scenario happens for Sammy. He strikes out looking. And Sammy
It's
Reeser
like bottom pipe.
is eliminated from the tournament.
Wow.
The number 2 seed is the second person eliminated.
And he really didn't play badly at all.
No. He just got, he went up against Lorenzo, who's been a phenom, and he went up against Caden, who found himself resurrected as a new Blitzball player.
Yeah. Incredible.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
He let his
So
offense
with-
carry him and did what he needed to do on the mound.
Yeah. With that, Brendan, I would like to hear from you. Who has impressed you the most in this tournament so far, and who do you think might win the whole thing?
Oh, interesting. Well, we talked before about Caden a lot. I hate to be so biased towards him, but I think he's my. I don't know if he's going to win the tournament, but he's my standout player of the day. I think it's really impressive since we have a background with him a little bit. I love watching him grow into the pitcher he's become, and essentially, we watched him figure out the curveball in Blitzball Battle 3. That's where he learned that curveball. So to see that it
Or
translated,
perfected it, at least.
yeah, to see that this translated now to this higher pitch speed league, and that's still working there is amazing. I forget who said it, who faced Caden. I don't think it was Sammy. It was somebody else. Maybe it was maybe Corey. He was like, he's tunneling like crazy. Like when you watch his over-the-top curveball, it's the exact same arm slot as his fastball. He literally said, "I thought that was his fastball," and it was the 12-6. And the Caden's fastball will go up. The curveball goes straight down. So those are the opposite pitches. One's very fast, one's
The
very
elevator
slow.
man.
One goes up, one goes down. It's
Hayden the Bellhop Sartain. Are you kidding me? What a good nickname.
what a good nickname I just thought of.
I just thought of it.
But just like it's exactly what you need in an off-speed pitch, and to be able to tunnel it is really impressive too. So I'm glad he learned that. I think that was really cool to see his progression, and also to find out that he's apparently a crazy lefty slugger.
Crazy lefty slugger. Caden's awesome. Good pick. For me, the player that has impressed me the most, Joey DeMayo.
Nice.
He has done some crazy shit in this tournament.
Yeah. One of my favorite people to watch
against
pitch to this tournament so far.
He's been it's crazy because he'll talk on the mound and it'll sound like he has no confidence in himself. And then he'll go up there and have the most efficient pitching
And
performance.
he'll just
you'll see.
throw like singers that look like lefty sliders. That's
It's
crazy.
I love it. I love it. But those are the 2 players that we think you should keep an eye out if you're going to watch this tournament, which you should.
You should.
The next games, which we will be covering in our next episode, because now we're going to be up to date. Corey versus Adam in an elimination game. Number 3 in this tournament versus number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 versus number 1 if you look at the actual rankings.
Uh-huh.
And then I believe it's going to be Joey versus Lorenzo is going to be the other game.
Okay.
I think Corey is going to beat Adam because Adam has not really shown me that he's ready to bat in this tournament.
So my
and
question
this is all
is,
pre-recorded, so it's already happened.
This is going to be the same day, you think, that day of recording?
I don't know if
that's
it's
where
gonna be
my
the
head's
same
at. It's
day.
like, if it's the same day, I want to pick Adam because he got that inning to warm up, and he's like, I'm pissed that I had a bad inning, put me in the loser's bracket. Let me get out of here. I'm number
but
1.
Corey has 2. Corey had 2 to warm up.
Right. Well, I mean, we're talking about the number 1 seed that underperformed, and I think him getting any sort of warm maybe is better than a seed below him.
Interesting.
So I'll pick Adam.
All right. Let us know if we're wrong, and then for the other one, Lorenzo versus Joey.
The episode so we could watch it. We actually
post the episode so we can watch it. Let us know if we're wrong, you coward. Lorenzo versus Joey. I've already picked Joey as my standout. I think Joey could win the whole thing. So I'm gonna go with Lorenzo's been crazy. What Lorenzo's been doing, upset after upset. When you're the bottom seed, and you just keep winning,
I love it.
It's really hard for me to not pick you. But Joey has just been so impressive to me.
Yeah,
I can't not.
That's exactly why I'm gonna pick Lorenzo, is because it's a fun story. It's cool to see him do it. We love a short king, just out there on the mound, just absolutely hurling it.
Is he a short king?
I mean, you can't really tell on a computer screen, but I think so.
So you're just making this up? This guy could be 6'5".
I don't think any of them are very tall. I mean, if you're
Hayden's tall.
That's true.
Hayden, I think he told us he was 6'3". He is.
Holy shit,
6'3".
that's a tall guy.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty short. Embarrassing. I'm 7 feet tall.
Pretty short. Brendan's 7 feet tall, actually, guys.
It's all torso.
It's all torso. He's very short legs. It's so funny. You got to see him.
Yeah, my hips gonna start at like a foot.
Brendan's hips lie.
They lie. I'm the anti-Shakira.
Brendan's anti-Shakira. His hips lie so much.
Now I'm gonna go with Lorenzo. I like his momentum. He looks confident on the mound. I want to see him keep rolling with that.
Keep on rolling, Lolo.
Keep rolling with it, baby.
Keep on rolling, Lolo. But with that, continue to listen to us cover this tournament. We're excited to keep going. We're excited to learn more about other Blitzball players outside of the John Boy Media world.
Yeah, this is a lot of names to learn, and I think there's still a ton more that we're gonna be introduced to. But it's exciting to see
borderline
this level of
overwhelming.
Talent. Yeah.
It's borderline overwhelming, but I'm up to task.
I think it's going to be more repetition. We're going to see them more, and it'll help. Just FaceTime with that. Yes, Peter.
What should people be drinking?
You can drink Subtlety. It's the drink that I make for the place I work. It's a delicious craft brewed organic iced tea made with the highest quality ingredients. It's so delicious. A lot of great flavors out there. You can find it on the website called thesubtlety.com. And you can get $2 off your order of a 12-pack delivered straight to your door with code HOPPYBOYS, which is my other podcast. You can find it anywhere you find podcasts. It's just called The Hoppy Boys. It's a podcast about beer if you're a beer drinker. If you're maybe a teenager listening to this, then don't listen to that. It's about soda.
Don't listen to it.
It's about soda.
No, it's not. Don't listen to it. It's not even about beer.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, don't.
It's just,
you know what? I'm not gonna stop plugging that show. You can also listen. Yeah, well, you know what? It's kind of funny to plug the other. I don't think the Blitzball watchers like Gossip Girl or DLC.
Probably not.
So I got other podcasts. If you like me, maybe listen to them. If not, it's okay.
Well, you could say, if you like Blitzball, we're covering the John Boy Media Warehouse floorball tournament right now.
Yeah, it's on this feed.
Our other podcast.
Just sift
it's on this feed.
This feed that you're already on, and let's look at what we got. We have so much stuff that you might enjoy.
We've covered Blitzball Battle 3. We've covered Blitzball Blitz. We've covered the John Boy Media Ball in Play League, as well as some interviews with some of your favorite creators, such as John Boy, Caden, Sammy, who Joe's McFly has been on there.
Yeah, there's a good chance you like a lot of stuff we actually did.
Yeah. Absolutely. We are a little too silly at times, so if you want to
Oh,
laugh,
no.
go ahead and listen. Oh, no, no, no. I like
Serious.
We're always serious. Black.
That's the Sirius Black. He's dead.
Serious black.
Not to spoil. If you haven't
Rest
gotten to
in
that
peace.
book 5, I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Gary Oldman. Is he dead?
I think he's dead also.
Oh, Gary.
I think he died during the scene that they killed him in Harry
Don't.
Potter.
Hey, spoiler alert. He's not dead, Brendan.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Spreading misinformation.
Uh-oh. He's going to come for us now.
Uh,
Oh, boy. If you want to watch, if you are a regular listener of the Blitzball Boys from the John Boy Media stuff, if you want to watch the Blitzball 1v1
Oh, yeah.
series
That's
that
true,
we are
too.
talking about here, go to the Blitzball YouTube channel.
if you for
And
some reason
take a
listened
look.
to
They
all
got
of
a lot
this
of cool
and
stuff.
haven't watched this show yet,
Yeah.
go start.
I mean,
It's great.
go watch
People are
it.
I
Watch
said
along
that
with
half as a
us.
joke, but people are weird like that, and they might just listen to this and be like,
We've had
I like
listeners
listening
like
to them
that.
talk. Yeah.
We've had listeners like that.
Yeah. I have people
Who've
on the
told
Gossip
us.
Girls show too, just like listen along. Don't watch the show.
If you want to follow us and see when the episodes drop, on Twitter, my name is Peter Posk, Peterpasq.
Yeah. I'm Ruppy Puppy, Ruppie, Puppie, the way that you spell puppy, obviously. And if you want to follow us on YouTube, find us,
Watch this video.
watch this video. We'll be linked in the video of the Blitzball games, all of them for now, and find us somewhere in the description. Otherwise, you can just type in Blitzball Boys.
Hell yeah.
Check it out.
And with that, we'll see you later, guys.
Got anything else you want to talk about?
Bye.
No? Okay, guess
No.
not. Bye.
Bye.